Sarah, Lady in Red today.
Lady in Red.
What's that movie? I gotta see. What's that from?
Oh, I don't know.
It's gotta be... Lady in Red is from something like Cocktail or...
Oh, probably. Oh, I think you're thinking of Top Gun. Are you?
No. I think... Well, I'm going to look this up. Lady... Hi, everyone.
Oh, hello.
This is episode 310, and we're already off the rails.
Yep.
Okay, wait. What movie is Lady in Red from? That is from... Oh, wait.
Nothing.
It's a movie called Lady in Red?
Oh, maybe that's
That
it.
is not...
That's not what you're thinking
right.
of.
I thought it was on a soundtrack.
It sounds like it should be.
Because isn't the guy that sings it a famous guy? What am I thinking of? Who's the actor that sings a really cheesy love song?
An actor who sings a really cheesy love song. This seems like your...
Wheelhouse.
Yes! You're asking the wrong person.
I got it
Susie's
all wrong,
like, what's
Linda.
this musical thing, knowledge, fact?
Forget it. Lady,
That
Sarah's
I should
wearing
know?
red, okay?
Yes.
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yep.
How are you today?
I'm doing really well.
How are you feeling about April, since it's April now?
I'm waiting for the showers that are going to bring the Mayflowers, but I feel like we already got those.
Yeah.
And now my house and the plants are going bananas.
Yeah.
They are growing like weeds. It's so exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's good for the soul.
Yeah.
I read this article that, you know how people say that having a plant in your house cleanses the air?
Absolutely.
They were saying it's negligible benefits. That if you love them, it's great, but that the air filter thing is like kind of a myth.
Oh, well, I mean, I think it depends on which plants you have and how much you have in the house. But
yeah. Like in yours, it's like a tropical.
Yeah. I mean, mine's like a friggin' jungle.
You clearly don't know what I have going on in my house.
I think I have over 85.
For real?
For real.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
watering.
I was thinking one day I'll do like an Instagram house tour of all my plants, like a plant tour.
That would be really great.
And like go by and check them out.
It is a shame that your gift for social media, and you have one, specifically Insta stories, goes to waste because every time you post one, I am all
I posted today.
in. I know, and I loved it.
pretty
It
good.
made me laugh. Like Sigmund on the top of the couch.
Yeah, what
like,
the heck
what's
is
he
that?
doing? And then the dramatic super zoom.
Yeah. That
Then
he's perfectly timed the look for, too. I did not even set that up.
and then you're also good with like the stickers. Like it said, so dramatic.
Yes.
It's like she's very good at this.
Thank you.
But
It takes a lot out of me.
okay,
It's like,
I bet you
takes-
get a lot of good feedback though.
I mean, I'm hoping so. I haven't opened it back up today. But, I enjoy sometimes when I feel like there's funny stuff.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that like we want more.
You know what I got to get over? Being embarrassed to do it in public. Like having a camera out in public.
Yeah.
I hate being that person.
Nobody wants to be that.
Right.
Well, some people must.
And then like the other day when we were in Colorado, I was like looking super cute in my furry hooded jacket, and like I took a picture, and I could just tell the guy who was our Uber driver was like, he's like a cool like Colorado dude, and I can just tell he was like rolling his eyes. So I had a whole conversation in my head that I played out of like what he would say versus what I would say, and I like was like, how many dollars like would it take for you, or would I have to make off of this for you to say, oh yeah, that's legitimate or whatever?
Right.
So is it like $500 worth of like,
for a selfie or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be,
Yeah.
what's the dollar
the cost
amount?
benefit
Yeah,
analysis.
exactly. Like, what would be the number where he'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's fine that you do that," because I think they just don't know that. We have
a brand
we
here.
got a brand here. It just
we
all
need
that
to make
stuff.
U.S. dollars.
Hello, it only makes sense.
I have started trying to develop almost like a persona that no one knows about, but just for my own sake.
Yeah.
So that I feel more comfortable doing things like that in public.
Oh, I love a superhero alter ego. It's like Ro Carbonara.
Yeah.
It's great.
Because I also get like that about doing athletic stuff. Like when I went rock climbing, like I get weird.
Susie, you looked so badass.
But I have to be like, who cares what anybody thinks?
Right.
Maybe I'm not the best person here, but I can do it.
Yes.
I have to trick myself into like making a fool
You can do that.
of Susan. Susan's my superhero.
Oh my gosh, Susan is also the name of my new bag that I got because
Oh yeah, that's really
I kept
funny.
thinking like, man, I gotta name it, and the only name I could think of that kept coming up I was like, she wants to be a Susan,
Really?
so bad. I'm like fancy and practical and goes with everything.
Quality.
Oh, come on, it's just like the most perfect name. And
Well,
then
I'm
Landon kept
honored.
saying Susie, and I was like, it's Susan. And I was like, get mad at him for calling her the wrong name. Like, can you put Susan really carefully into the overhead bin? She doesn't want to be squished. She's like,
Is
I know.
she big?
She's like medium sized. Yeah.
She's real pretty.
Thanks.
Does she smell nice?
Yeah, brand
Yeah.
new. Comes with a 2-year warranty, which I love too.
A warranty?
Right? Can you believe it? Off any parts and stuff like that.
Parts?
You know, like like the bags, like the straps and the hardware on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what they think you're going to do with it.
Me neither, but
You never know.
you don't.
I saw a picture, though. This is totally not what we were talking about, but I have to show you.
Please. Oh, I love
The
seeing
tweet was, North Georgia detention officer arrested on rape charges, and police say the scratch marks you see in his mugshot are from the victim fighting back. And I want you to see the scratches.
Oh, I can't
get
look
it
at
out of
that.
my head.
I can't. Oh my God, I'm going to be sick.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I'm just like, I'm thinking about that woman.
Yeah, like
and
what
how-
happened? Isn't that insane?
I mean, he was working at a female prison, correct?
I don't know. I didn't
could-
read
or
the
male.
article because I felt like you.
I don't want to assume.
I believe it was
whether
a
it was
female.
a female or a male victim. Holy shit!
So
Suze.
you can't see the picture, listener, but it is. It looks like he was attacked by Wolverine.
Yeah, it's probably about 200 scratches that are like all over his chest and his neck. You can just tell that this person was fighting for dear life.
Yeah. Can you believe that? I can't get the image out of my mind.
Well, and you know what? I think like good for them that they're able to, like, those survival instincts are what they are to fight like that.
Can you believe?
No.
And like,
Because I know I wouldn't. I freeze.
How was that worth it to him? Wouldn't you?
Because that's what it's about, the power. And it's
Oh,
about the
God.
control. And the fact that she fought back is probably part of it for him.
Oh my God.
Especially, I mean, and then you're in that position of power and authority. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Suze, I just started the book club book, your pick for last month. And
What was it?
the
actually can't
killer,
remember.
the serial killer,
Oh, yeah.
serial killer's daughter.
Yeah.
And, just hearing the jobs that he picked
Right.
that line up perfectly with
I hate
what.
to say that, but
Yep.
I know.
That's why you gotta be, like, alert.
Yeah, you can't just trust someone because they're a priest
Yeah.
or
Right.
they're a
soccer
police officer.
coach.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
We're not
sad-
saying all of them are like
No,
that.
no.
Of course. But,
But you would probably know better than I about why someone would be drawn to that. Is it the control thing? Like, let's say you're a murderer.
Yeah.
But you want to be a policeman.
Yeah.
Then what is it?
Oh,
What's
that
the
thing's
overlap
got to
there?
be like a
Control.
power. Yeah, power and control. Yeah, for sure. And getting to play God. You are in charge of somebody else's fate. Whether it's arresting them or murdering
Or
them.
ending their life.
Or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what I think.
Yeah. Right. Who's to say? And I would, when I write him next time, I should ask him, this was the BTK killer. I should say, I wonder if he was aware of that in his motivation for choosing those careers. Or if, he just thought, this would be fun.
And then he got a bachelor's or went to school for criminal justice yeah, right?
Isn't there that saying, I don't believe this, but they say every cop's a criminal?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Some people think that. Like, if you're drawn that much to study it, you probably have other motives.
You got something to tell me, Susie? She studies excessively.
No,
Serial
what I
killers.
will say, I wanted to tell you this is just a little insight. Because whenever I'm writing to people who are incarcerated, I'm always trying to check my own intention. What's my intention here? And I just want to learn. That's really it. I want to learn about the human condition and human beings. And one thing that I have been struck by recently is when I ask all of them what they miss. What do you miss about being in a normal life, not in jail? And although it's cliche, they say all the things that we're supposed to value. They miss their friends. They say they miss going out on the lake with your friends, being outside and like camping or being with your family. I mean, that's like the cliche of like, we should care about what matters. But like, we don't. We care about...
I mean, that maybe shows that deep down there's like a humanistic... Like those are the deepest desires and longings for all humans.
Yeah.
Despite and I think maybe even like the desperate ways people go to find peace or like kind of get those things, and they think it's going to be, I just need to relieve myself if I just murder this one more person or whatever it is. Maybe then I think it's maybe a quest for peace, because all those things kind of sound like connection and peace.
Yeah, and a lot more about nature than you would expect.
That's what I was, that's kind of what I heard in what you were saying.
I guess it makes sense, though, that if you remove that from someone, you eliminate their ability to walk freely and go out in the world and do what they want. Yeah. You know, they're going to miss fresh air and just the open space that the world offers.
Yeah, freedom. But nobody says, I miss murdering people. That was like not a joke. I admit that.
One of them.
They did.
Yeah. There is one person that I write that, this is going to sound crazy, but there's a song that you learn in Sunday school called Be Careful Little Lies.
Yes.
Whenever I read his letter, which was 28 pages, detailing his crimes that I did not ask about.
Oh my God.
I said to myself, put this letter away.
Yeah.
Because it felt like, be careful little lies, what you say. Like I was damaging my brain.
I totally agree with that.
By reading those dark ideas. And so he's an exception, and he does miss, and he said he would like to kill again. And
so we should keep him locked up.
He's in the right place. When Sarah walked in today, by the way, she was coveting my pants once again.
Well, and admitting that I don't know why I haven't pulled the trigger. I think because I need to add more stuff to my cart to get the good deals.
Right.
So
my pants are Fabletics. They are leggings. They're actually called pants. I was asking you, what's the difference between leggings and pants? These are technically pants, but they're the black style, and they have a zipper at the bottom, and she loves them.
Love them.
She says she's going to get them.
I know.
But Fabletics is so great because they have athleisure, and workout gear, whatever you need, but at an affordable price. It was co-founded by Kate Hudson. Most of you guys have seen this. I saw that they're starting to have brick and mortar stores as well.
Yeah, I've been to one. There's one at the Mission Viejo Mall by my house.
They're cute.
Real cute.
And you can have a look around, but it's easy if you just go online and have a look as well. They have pants, tops, jackets. I bought even one of those headbands.
Oh, cute.
I'm becoming one of those people.
You totally are, Suze.
I'm becoming
to keep the sweat out of your eyes.
I was actually thinking about when you put on makeup, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because you keep the hair out.
Yeah.
What did you say? Keep the sweat out of your eyes. But Fabletics is fantastic. It's affordable athleisure, which thank God for that. And they have such a great deal for you guys. My sister just ordered hers as well. You get 2 pairs of leggings for $24 by going to fabletics.com/braincandy. They have fashion-focused activewear, and they want to empower women, giving you clothes that you can wear wherever you're going, whether it's the gym or otherwise. And you can get that $24 deal. Get 2 leggings for only $24, which is a $99 value when you sign up for a VIP account. Just go to fabletics.com/braincandy to take advantage of the deal. That's actually the pants I had on in the picture when I was rock climbing.
Oh, really?
And people were like,
oh my gosh, they're super, like, gym wear and like, fancy, because you're looking real classy today.
They even have a 60-second style pop quiz on there, so they can recommend outfits for you. So check that out. Get the deal, $24 for 2 pair of leggings.
Yeah,
hello,
come on.
But anyway, that's the scoop on the letters. Is that my takeaway at this point is, appreciate those things that you often take for granted.
Yeah. One of the things that I ask clients, and I ask even friends, or, when somebody's kind of like struggling with anything, like, what do I do next? Or, what's it all mean?
Yeah, what do you got?
I say, like, what is the thing that you are most proud of, or the thing that has brought you the most joy and like those warm, fuzzy feelings. Nobody has ever said anything that was, well, I'll put it this way. Everybody has always replied with a relationship. Like the answer of, it was, this moment that was of connection. Nobody ever replies like, that time I made a bunch of money, I got that bonus, I
got a fancy car.
It's never materialistic.
Yeah.
It's all, even from people who you'd think, this person's definitely like loves their stuff. And they still go, it's the relationship. It's, the moment when my child was born or whatever it is. So I feel like that's the stuff that we got to be looking at.
Well, and if I think back to the Karate Kid.
Your new favorite movie.
When Mr. Miyagi tells Daniel, this was actually in Karate Kid 2, which I've now watched, was that when things feel out of control, Sarah, you go back to the breath.
Okay.
Back to the body.
That's the same. That's mindfulness.
Yes.
Yes, dude.
Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, there's some deep stuff there.
Can we talk about all the suggestions people...
I've never seen more comments on... I was like so excited. I'm like, now I'm going to have to watch a bunch of movies.
It made me really happy though, because I do think films make people feel things that they want to feel.
Yes. The movie Christopher Robin, I watched that on the anniversary of... the day I found out I had a miscarriage.
My God.
And there was the perfect line in there where he said, Winnie the Pooh says, I find that the best way to get where I'm going is to leave the place where I've been. Leave where I am or whatever. And if like, you got to move on. You can't stay stuck. You got it. And I was like, Pooh, you're speaking to me.
Oh my God.
It was so good. So
would you say that movie is not for kids? Because Lincoln wanted to watch it. I'm like, I think it's a downer.
No, I think unless you have lost that feeling of play, like I just don't know. I take things too seriously lately. Like my whole life has become.
Crazy.
I know, it's crazy. Like too planned and too structured. I'm not like I forgot how to have fun. And the whole movie is about Christopher Robin forgetting how to have fun, and then he like starts to have fun again, and it's amazing and wonderful. And I was like, that's speaking to my soul, and I needed that so bad right now. I need to feel. And then I had heartburn the next day.
Heartburn, for real?
For real.
From what?
I think from feeling.
For real?
Yeah.
You had emotional heartburn?
I think so. I'd never had it in my whole life, but I was sitting at the counter like that evening after I watched the movie, and I had been crying so much, and I was just like because I needed to feel.
Totally.
Like if the emotions are right there at the surface and you like cry at the drop of a hat, it's because you haven't really like processed them and felt them, and I needed to like really feel it. So I was feeling it, and then afterwards I'm like sitting at the counter eating the, and of course this didn't help, the Indian food that I love and always eat on a regular basis, and it was mild, not even spicy. I eat it all the time, never had a problem, and I'm like, oh my God, my heart, what's wrong? Am I having like a heart attack? There's just this like burning in my heart. Wait a sec. Could this be heartburn? That's exactly how the thought went.
That's
and
really
I was like,
funny.
what is this burning my heart?
Stop it.
Well, that would be heartburn, Sarah. So I then proceeded, this is a great story. I then proceeded to go upstairs and take not one Tums, not two Tums, but like 6. Because I'm like, this is not going away. So I had Tums, and the next day I still had, like, every time I ate, I still had it. And so I got like like the Zantac or whatever. Word to the wise, don't overdose on Tums or those what's the stuff that's in them, like calcium, like whatever the stuff is.
What happens?
Because then everything inside me stopped moving for about 3 days.
Oh no!
Yeah,
blocked you right up.
Right up.
Oh my gosh! Good to know.
Good to know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I got to slow down on that. That's my guess. There's just a lot of stuff. So either like emotions led to a lot of like somatic symptoms or physical symptoms when I felt it everywhere.
Okay.
And yeah.
Wow.
Maybe that was my body being like, no, we got to hold on to all these feelings. No, body, we don't. Was that too much info?
No, this was very informative.
This all just started with you sharing the movies that were on the list. What are those movies, Suze?
A lot of them were like those family-friendly ones, like Goonies, Adventures in Babysitting. Is that what
I love Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
No.
Dude, you will love that because there's like a
I think
jazz
there's a good
scene.
soundtrack.
Yes, there's a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where they're all singing in like a jazz club. You will love it, or blues club. It's so good.
Yeah.
And I love that actress.
I've heard the soundtrack, and I probably should have.
Yeah, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, that's on the list. What? This is so crazy. Like, though, I should have said, this doesn't just apply to children or teen films. I also haven't even seen The Godfather.
Suze, me neither.
We should watch
I know,
it!
we should. Landon's like, I can't believe you haven't seen it. You would love it. It's so
Sarah.
good. I feel like why am I putting this off?
Why
we should
are
watch
you?
it.
What is the reason? This is not...
I feel like I have to invest, like, it's a long movie, right? And I have to like sit down and watch. Don't you have to like watch all of them? I don't know.
Why? Well,
if I'm anything like you, watch it with the Karate Kid.
Right. And now I know that they have a Cobra Kai YouTube series starring Ralph Macchio and that bully from the first one.
Get out!
Yeah.
As adults?
Uh-huh.
And I heard Ralph Macchio is covered in tattoos. Is this true?
Oh, God. I don't know.
Oh, let me do a little Google. I think he is.
He did not have any when he was on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, then no, it's not. Who's the child actor who got covered in tattoo?
This sounds like clickbait.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like, you won't believe.
Yeah,
your
I may have
favorite.
clicked on that. That's how I may have found that out.
Well, one thing you definitely should click on is Brewmate.
Oh, yeah.
Which we were just singing their praises before we started recording. Brewmate's founder turned 21, and then he discovered that warm alcohol sucks.
Yeah.
And he was like going around, after you have a party and you have all those like half
wounded soldiers.
Is that what you call
that's
them?
what they're called.
And because
Left on the battlefield.
will often drink half and then it's warm, so they'll just crack open a new beer or get a new glass of white wine or whatever it is that they're drinking. And he was like, this has got to stop. He's put a stop to it. And they have drinkware that keeps whatever your favorite drink is perfectly temperatured. So they get the perfect temperature for white wine or beer or liquor. And it works with hot or cold beverages. I got the wine holder, as you might suspect.
Oh, good.
And then 2 wine cups, and then they have
Oh, they're really cute. What color did you
caps. I got gray.
get? Okay, I like it.
But
did
I
you
was-
see the metallic unicorn
Yes!
one? I thought
Yes.
maybe you would have gotten that.
I was thinking, like, what looks good in pictures? That's all I ever think about.
Yeah.
Because my husband's a good snapper. And I was thinking, I don't know, gray, because my kitchen is gray. Anyway, but I'm looking forward to using it out by the pool.
Yes.
Because remember how you
Oh,
commented
yep.
I didn't have plastic
Right.
or non-breakable
Yep.
wine.
Which is all fun and games until you got to drain the pool.
There's a reason why you're not allowed to bring
Yeah.
glass near a pool.
Right. There's no way to get that out except
And-
hard way.
You guys should check them out. They're perfect for tailgating or like Friday Night Lights with your girlfriends watching.
How about boating? That's what I'm
Boating?
going to use it on our Catalina trip.
Right now, Brewmate is giving our listeners a special discount of 15% off your first order when you go to brewmate.com and use code BRAINCANDY. It's 15% off when you use our code BRAINCANDY at brewmate.com. That's BRUMATE.com. Don't let summer ruin your drink. Go to brewmate.com and beat the heat this summer. Get 15% off your first order by using our code BRAINCANDY. Again, that's brewmate.com, BRUMATE.com, code BRAINCANDY. And I'll put that on our website because I know people are driving and doing stuff if you want to use the code. So we need to watch Godfather.
Yes.
This is
Why
obvious.
haven't
We need, see,
we? We don't watch movies together.
we need to do more fun things.
That's absolutely true.
Because
goes
you're
back
taking
to-
life too seriously.
See? There you go.
You, by the way, kind of left people on a cliffhanger on our last episode. You were going to suggest some luxury goods.
Yes, and one I looked up, which is like insane to pay this much for this item. But in my mind, I thought it was going to be 3 times the price. So one of our new favorite things, it was given to us as a gift,
Okay.
are these, I think you say the name is Peugeot, Peugot. It's like a car company, I think.
Oh, yes.
But they are electric salt and pepper shakers. They are so
What?
badass. Yes. It's like this steel. contain like cylinder.
Yeah.
And you put like the salt at the bottom, and then another one has the pepper at the bottom. And
Wait. So are you putting in like those big grains?
Yes, the big grain, like the pepper.
What is the big salt called?
Rock salt.
Thank you.
Yes, rock salt or Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
And then the pepper, like whole peppercorns. That's what the word.
Okay.
And then, so like grinds it for you. But also gives you the perfect amount. Because you can like set it for the salt one on whether you like.
Really?
Yep. Like a lot, a little, or.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Because shaking a salt thing isn't that hard.
Right.
Are we really eliminating a job?
But
like,
it's
is it
like
worth it?
so fun to use. And
Yeah.
the best part is that a light comes down when you use it. You hold the thing and you put your finger on top and you barely have to touch it and it just goes brrr, and it sprinkles your salt out, but with like a light. So I guess it's for restaurants when they're like serving in the dark and or not like darker restaurants. You can see how much pepper is going on the salad or whatever. But it's so fancy and so fun to use. And they have cheaper versions on Amazon that are different brands. But there is something like if you're looking for a gift for somebody who
that's a
has
good gift.
everything, that is like so fun to have.
Yeah, I can see that because that is true when you are buying a gift and you want it to be personal and something they'll use, but they already have everything.
Right. That's like Landon. He was saying, he's like, you know why I'm a hard gift getter, person to give a gift for? He's like, because if I want something, I just get it. Because he was telling me, like,
I've always been like that.
yeah, you have.
Yeah.
And you know what? All the people who, like, I don't want to say have the stuff I want. That's not it. But have a more comfortable relationship with items, like they're not as attached to it, have that kind of attitude of like, if I want it, I just get it. And if I don't, then I don't. But me, it's like, oh my God, if I want it, then I have to make sure that I'm like, you know, I don't know, selling something else to get it or earning extra dollars to make sure that I'm saving for that special thing, even though it's like what I'm working for anyway, is to be able to like, you know, have the freedom to get what, but I still, in my mind, I'm like, no, I have to like work harder to earn that in like some other category.
It freaks me out how I'm just like Landon and you're just like Adam.
It's weird. It makes sense though.
It does, but it's like, you wouldn't think that if you just met all of us.
Right.
It's not like we seem exactly alike.
Yeah.
But our tastes and habits.
Yep. And the things we
yours.
say. And like Adam and I will have like the same thought in our brain. And he'll say something and I'm like, that is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
and then
weird.
like, yeah, with Landon, I'm like, did Susie tell me that or did Landon tell me that? I don't know. Either way, one of them did.
Wow. Okay. That's a good one. I would say my luxury tip is.
Oh, I want to hear all of yours.
It's a blanket and it's called Cashwear and it starts with a K.
Oh.
And it's wear your clothes.
Yeah.
I think. And these blankets are so soft. The first one I got was also a gift. It was from Kara from the show. And I just thought, what is the big deal? Like, how many blankets do you need? Oh, my God.
Amazing.
I got one for Link, one for me, one for Adam, because I'm not sharing.
Right. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to go through your house and, like, feel your blankets.
Wait till you feel your blankets. That sounded like a, what do you call that? Innuendo.
Innuendo.
So that is one. I noticed they're on Amazon as well, Cashwear.
Oh, I'm going to have to check that out.
They made, at the time, this kit that you could get for a small version for a plain blanket.
Oh, cool. I've seen a hair on one of those plain blankets before, and I'm like, nope.
Do not use plain blankets. This is another tip for you, and this one's free. Don't use those. They don't wash them.
Oh, my God.
They're disgusting. Like if they did a Dateline Blacklight situation.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
By the way, have you been hearing all the situations on flights where men are getting creepy and like masturbating and stuff?
I have not heard the recent news, but I know that that's a thing.
News. Well, it's a thing. And also like there was an incident where a woman had to stand up for a young girl who she overheard being preyed upon. And she had to be like, no, you are not. And you have to almost listen.
Yeah. I heard there was a flight attendant that had to interrupt that too and move the girl to first class.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I was like, you?
What's with guys on planes though? What are you doing?
Maybe it's like the same thing where they're like, oh my God, I'm not equating the two. But you know how like everybody farts on a plane because it's like loud and noisy and nobody hears it and you can blame it on the person next to you? Like, is it like that where people just think people don't care? They're like in their own little worlds.
Right. Maybe.
You know? Because it's essentially a one long bus ride where, you know, in the sky. And you're not like, you're trying to avoid everybody on a bus. And I think you're trying to avoid everybody on a plane. We're just sitting and we have more like.
But like how women will fall asleep and then guys will like start fingering them and stuff.
What the heck? I mean,
I don't mean to be crude.
Right.
It's just what's happening.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick. Can you imagine if you woke up and someone was
nope,
touching you?
Nope. Well, the good thing is that he can't go anywhere. And then I would be like, there's, don't they have those like federal marshals or like on the plane or whatever they are? Air marshals. I'd be like, this motherfucker. And you know what? That's another reason why flight attendants are amazing because they also have to be police in the sky to that person who thinks that I have negative feelings towards flight attendants.
Oh my God, remember that?
Right. I'm like, no, they have the worst, like, I wouldn't say, they have so much responsibility. They are responsible for so many different, like, duties.
Safety.
Up there. Yes.
And then just being welcoming and accommodating, which I'm sure is very difficult.
Yes.
Oh,
God.
A lot of people. Yeah, I don't envy them or their jobs. It must take a special kind of person.
Yeah.
It is funny, though, how people get mad at us all the time.
All the time.
When Sarah comes over, I just give her, that's the first thing I do is say who's mad at us this week. I don't know how we do. We seem very nice.
We are.
I don't.
Well, I mean, the good news is that I always, you know, we call this a growth mindset. For everyone that, you know, there's like a million out there who are like,
yeah, tag me in
team.
some praise, would you?
Yeah.
Because I've been getting a lot of like negative feedback.
You just hear the bullshit, so. But there's good. I have a different set of eyes, and I only see the good, the positive.
Yeah, you have a different set of eyes because you don't read their stuff.
Exactly.
I hate you so much.
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
Any other tips?
Yeah.
Before?
Let me see. I got that. Oh, definitely. Mm-hmm. I also put on here the Eco Lunchbox that you got me. Yes, I'm a big fan of that. And every time I take it out, people make comments on it. And they're always like, oh my God, that's so cute.
Really?
You would have that kind of style stuff. And it's like precious and adorable.
Do you remember the company? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's called Eco Lunchbox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wrote that down because I was like, like I said, I'll add all this stuff, including the thing that you said. The blanket, because that's on Amazon.
Yep.
In that Amazon list.
Okay.
And then the last one... two more. A good French press coffee maker.
Okay, what is the deal?
It's so good.
Okay, why? Does it taste different?
Yeah, it doesn't have that like a burny taste. There's something about not overheating the coffee grinds that I don't know makes it.
How do you make that though? What do you do? Boil
it's so
water?
Easy. And maybe the thing that I like about it. Maybe who the fuck? What do I know? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it tastes the same, but. What I like is the routine, like the ritual involved. And it feels like fancier.
Elevated.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I like doing those little things that's part, like you can have your regular coffee cup, blah, blah, blah. But like it kind of creates a mindful way to start your morning. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you wait for the water to boil and then you pour you put the grinds in the bottom and then you pour the water over the grinds, just like as is. And then they have these little screens, this little top that you push down. And you let it kind of steep for a couple minutes. And then you just push the top down and it pushes the grinds down to the bottom. And so it filters the grinds out. And then you just pour it.
Is it grinds or beans?
Well, they start as beans and then you have to grind them. Oh. And then they become coffee
in the
grinds.
separate container.
But you can buy already pre-ground coffee. Or like Starbucks will have it grind, like or anywhere like Trader Joe's where you can grind your own will have a setting for French press.
And what's the advantage of that?
What?
Buying beans and grinding them versus buying ground.
I mean, I got Landon for Christmas this year. Maybe it was his birthday, but a coffee grinder too.
Yeah.
So it's like
it
really
just makes them
fresh.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do think it tastes different.
Mm-hmm. It must, or people wouldn't do it.
Right. And then when we go to like a coffee house or go anywhere else, like, I mean...
Wow, turning your nose up.
That place that people love to get coffee at that I won't say but...
What is the reason you won't say?
I don't know, because maybe they'll get mad at me.
Oh, okay.
You know, but it's got a green logo. Could be anything, I don't know.
Okay.
I can't stand the taste of their coffee.
Everyone says that.
Ugh, it always tastes burnt and like bitter
but
and
how
gross.
is it so popular then?
I think convenient. I think because they're everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't get it because there are other chains,
Right.
but nothing.
I know.
Is
I
it just
can't stand
branding?
it.
It's just
I think
a
so.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you have it. All right.
Trivia question.
Yep.
What are there more of worldwide? Starbucks, McDonald's, or Subway?
Oh, we know this.
Yeah.
I've learned something.
Yes.
Subway, right?
Correct.
Yes. I did learn that. Another thing that I learned is how good HelloFresh is.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
We have it in the fridge right now.
Me
I got
too.
the chicken quesadillas again.
Those are a good choice.
Good.
And I did a repeat of the pork chop with
with the cherry chutney thing, or maybe it's a
They call
mango
it like
chutney.
a Hall of Fame recipe, and I'm
Yeah.
like, but it's pork chops. Mm-hmm. Well, now I know.
Yes.
Why? And I've had them twice now because I love them so much.
I had never cooked pork chops until HelloFresh.
Right.
I never cooked
me
pork,
neither.
period.
That's what I like about it is that you get ingredients that you would eat, but you just don't normally buy because you get in that routine of like, here are the things I buy at the grocery store. So I really like that about it. The recipes are so easy to make, and they have classic, they have veggie, they have family, and then you can schedule it to whenever day you want them to come, and you can eat these home prepared meals, but without all the hassle of going to the store and making a list and blah, blah, blah. It's so much easier and affordable. And I don't really understand it if people aren't trying this because we're all busy. Mm-hmm. And you can get a deal now for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Yes!
Oh, dang.
Go to HelloFresh.com/BrainCandy80 and enter code BrainCandy80. So that's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/BrainCandy80 and enter BrainCandy80 as the code. It's like receiving 8 meals for free.
Dang, that is a good deal.
$20 off your first.
I signed up when it was a different deal, and that's even better. I'm like, what the heck?
You want to go back in time?
Yeah.
I know, and it's just do it. Jeez. Okay, wait. What were we talking about? What were you mad about?
Not mad about anything. We were talking about products that were not delicious, but some things delicious.
The trivia, the Subway.
Oh,
yeah.
the Subway trivia. Speaking of blankets, when you were talking about your favorite blanket, I have a complaint to make.
Okay.
I'm mad about this. On my recent trip to Colorado, or in preparation for it, I needed to buy a new beanie because all of mine were stretched out and like all gross. And then they did that thing where your forehead, they're made out of cheap material, your forehead gets itchy, and I hate that.
Hate it.
What is that about?
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm going to buy a new beanie. I bought a blanket that is 6 feet by 4 feet, if not bigger. That is a knitted material that's fur lined, and I got it for $52.
Okay.
A blanket that is that size. Why is a beanie made out of the same material in a different shape and 1/20th the size, if not smaller? $25.
Oh. Well, it does take more skill.
Does it though?
I would rather make a blanket than a hat.
I mean, I don't think these things are hand knit. I think it's just like programming a machine, Suze. Especially at that price.
Well, what do you suppose? What is your
just
theory?
Straight up price gouging.
Why wouldn't you make the blanket more then too?
Well, maybe they. I just the
is
way
it the same
things
brand?
No,
Okay.
I mean, but like, it's the same material. It's the same stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I can see why you're furious.
I'm just mad about that because
It looked really cute,
I
though.
bet one of those fancy blankets, if they had hats from the same company, the hats would be $45 and the blankets would be double that. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Why is something that's 1/20th the size only half the price?
Yeah, I can see why you're mad.
I don't want them to give it away for free, but I'm just saying, like, $8.95, I could go for that. Mm-hmm. $24 for a beanie.
Did you ever have it be the reverse though, where it's really big and wait, what would that be?
Something small is really expensive, but then the bigger version of it is
I don't know.
cheaper.
I don't know where I was going with that. Mm-hmm. I've foiled my own.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that exists though.
Right.
I mean, I think that you see a little bit of that in soda sizes, where you get the large, and it's like,
oh right,
why is it only 20 cents more?
That's a good example.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, the popcorn. At the
for
movies.
a bathtub of soda is 25 cents more than the teacup of soda, and
yeah.
like, you want that? And I swear that's just so that we can get addicted to it. And guess what?
Really?
It worked. sweat as I'm sitting here sipping my soda.
Yeah, with the popcorn at the movies, they're always
Yeah.
like, for 6 cents more, you get an entire car full.
Right. And then you just get used to eating that much, and you're like, well, I can't go to the movies without getting the large. And what do you think we get every time? Of a large.
Yeah, but you shouldn't feel bad because, as we've discussed, you don't choose to put butter on.
Correct.
So it's basically like eating paper.
But delicious.
So feel fine about it. I mean, that's actually good for you because it's high in fiber.
Oh, I need that. That's great.
Right.
Give me some popcorn.
After the
now
Tums
that would have been
incident.
that's the solution. I should have been eating popcorn as I was watching Christopher Robin.
Right?
That
That was the problem.
That
you
was
had
it.
Indian food instead.
Yep.
And then thought you had emotional heartburn.
Yeah, I'm still standing by that. That is really
Sarah has been creating a big stack of cards.
Oh, I just brought these because they were some
Just
fun
for
ones.
funsies?
Yeah.
Is that your preferred topics?
I mean, I just, since...
We've played this before. I love this game.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Know yourself. Cards for self-exploration.
Yeah, it's from the School of Life, that company.
I didn't know that was a company. I thought you were just being like,
oh, no, I'm not
Sarah.
being clever. It's theschooloflife.com. You can check it out. They're actually a company that's from England, and they are amazing.
Do you do these on your own or just with other people?
With other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I should maybe. It would be like a good way if you want to get into journaling or you want to start like writing or...
What in the hell is this thing that I'm hearing about called bullet
Oh, yeah.
journaling?
It's really just, it's a journal, but the paper has little dots.
Yeah, but what is the big deal?
It's kind of like graph paper, how you can like, it keeps you writing in like straight lines and you can use those little points as, I don't know, it makes things like more balanced and you can, and like layouts and it's just like, it's like a brand and a trend and it's like I'm trying to think of something that it's similar to. But no, it's just like a trend of, I would say it's almost like the, maybe as like, women are like, I'm super freaking busy, but you know what I loved? What is that thing that all the women made like 10 years ago? Scrapbooking. They're like, oh, I love scrapbooking, but now I have a schedule. I know, I'll scrapbook my schedule, which is totally like what I do, I'm like decorate the heck out of my planner and everything because that's one of the things my therapist is like, okay,
what?
You can't, which is great. Don't get me wrong. She didn't say it about but I guess Landon was talking to her about how, I try to make something like scheduling fun by decorating it or whatever, but in that's like where I'm having fun, but that's still work, And he's like, no, you have to have like real actual fun, not just like, look, I had fun. I put stickers in my planner, even though that's fun for me. But
so does he think he's concerned because you're so not fun now?
Well,
not exactly, but
yeah, I think I was just like,
you were serious biz.
Yeah.
That is sad because that is the opposite of who you are in your heart.
Yeah.
It's like, remember when we talked about 200 episodes ago where that guy drilled a hole in his skull so that he could
feel again. Yeah. But I think it is because I just I had so much going on and I had a lot happen in the course of like while I was at school.
Yeah.
And, my grandma passing away and a miscarriage and then stuff with family. And I just compartmentalized. I shut myself off from feeling because I'm like, can't open that. But if I won't be able to make it if I can't let go of school. I got to make sure that I'm doing everything. I got to make sure I'm getting all my work done and being as responsible as I need to be and making sure all my plants stay alive and all that stuff. And so I'm like, nope, no time to feel. Just shove them down. And I think that just made me real serious. And so I got to like feel and,
Were we talking on the show about how I used to think when people would go to, like celebrities would go to rehab for exhaustion that like, that's BS and that's crazy. But now I'm like, oh, I get it.
That's a good thing to get. I get that too now. I always say that Britney Spears' meltdown is becoming more and more like, oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, go ahead, shave your head, girl. Go ahead, hit that umbrella against the car.
I was watching her carpool karaoke, which wasn't new, but I hadn't seen it yet. And she's just so sweet.
I haven't seen that either.
It's not great. It's so weird because she has a Vegas show. She's very used to performing these songs and big theatrics. And it's not like she has the best vocals, so she really has to, do it up. But in the car, it was like we would be like very stiff and wooden. And she was enjoying him, like laughing at him doing it. But you could tell she was like a mom dance.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, she's a mom.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I wonder if it's the same thing as when you have to go work out and you put on a persona, and Britney Spears is a persona, is like who she...
When she's doing the show.
And that makes a lot of sense, because if you've been the persona for so long, then you probably struggle with identity stuff. And it would be hard to find out who you are and really explore that, especially if you started real young, and that explains so much about her. Yeah, it all makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And like you said, I was thinking back, because now when you look at her hair, you almost have to remember when she removed all of it.
Yep.
And you think, I want to know what it was like to grow that mop back. Like
a lot of extensions.
Right, and wigs and things. But I don't know, that's a sad story to me. And I guess it's a happy ending because she's fine. But
well, it's a sad story, especially when everybody just attacked her for it, when they all came to not really looking at, like, let's look at...
Oh, my God, yeah. Let's not reflect on how we created this as the public.
Exactly.
Another thing that Sarah can't quit talking about, by the way, is before we started recording, we were talking about her Poshmark sales.
Oh, my God, I love it.
She's basically like an entrepreneur through Poshmark.
And I have an entire closet full of stuff.
I like how I'm mad about it.
Yeah. Well, and you know what I even did? I waited, and I didn't post. A lot of the stuff I had to sell is spring stuff and summer stuff. So I waited through all of fall and winter to not post it, because I wanted to post it when most people would be like, yes, I need that. And I have a ton of men's clothes with the tag still on from our trip to Italy that we went on, where we thought we lost our luggage. So then Landon bought a shit ton of clothes. And in Italy, you can't return anything. So we had to come home with all the clothes. And he's like, yeah, you can just put those in Poshmark.
Oh, my God.
All of them. There's a cool blue tie-dyed long-sleeve shirt that's super fun.
Yeah, she has tons of stuff, shoes, and so do I. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling everybody.
Susie has a
just
store,
about
too.
you. I have a closet as well.
Fancy stuff.
And
Jimmy Choo shoes.
Yeah, sometimes there's some fancy stuff. Sometimes it's just regular stuff that I'm like just cleaning out. And Poshmark is so great because you can buy what we no longer need or want, or you can sell your own stuff. And when you follow us, and you can use the code I'm Sarah Rice, and then that's also the name of her closet. But if you use that code I'm Sarah Rice, you'll get $5 off your first purchase, which I love.
Yeah.
I bought a pair of wedges for $8, so they would have been $3 with that $5 deal. And we were just talking about how, like, if you want a full price item, if you just check on Poshmark and see if they have it, they probably already have it.
They do.
And it's probably way cheaper.
I'm getting all my REI stuff, or not REI, Patagonia North Face stuff for my upcoming road trip from Poshmark.
Yeah.
So I'm not paying full price for that stuff when it's like barely used or new without tags.
Well, and it's better for the environment.
Yes.
That's my thing too.
Yep.
So just don't forget to use the code I'm Sarah Rice when you sign up or download the app, and you get $5 off. Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yes.
Are we going to get to know you?
Yeah, or get to know you.
I mean, who wants that?
Well, let's see. What's this one? Oh, this one's interesting. Which better describes you? When my partner disappoints me, I go cold, tending to withdraw and like to be alone. Or when my partner disappoints me, I feel panicked and explode into rage with them.
No. My protocol is the silent treatment.
Ah, yeah, that would be the first one probably.
What about you?
No, I'm usually the panicked and explode into rage one.
You are?
Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends on what it is and whether it's like slowly built up over time.
I mean, I can't even picture that. I've never seen you yell at anyone except the Brazilian lady.
Oh, yeah. No, I can yell.
Huh.
No, yeah. When I feel like I'm not being heard.
That is the worst.
That's the thing. Where I'm like, you are not understanding. Mm-hmm. And then if I don't feel validated, when like I say it and they're like, obviously it's Landon we're talking about here. I'm like, when the other person, I feel like I'm hiding his identity. But he'll be like, I know, or I understand. I'm like, tell me what you understand.
Yeah.
And like, that's the part where I'm like, no, that's not it. I need you to tell me because I think what I'm saying and what you're hearing are two different things. So somewhere there's a miscommunication.
Yeah, Adam says like whenever I'm happy with you, a person, I make you feel great and you feel loved and all of this stuff. But whenever I'm not feeling that way, I cast a very cold shadow.
Yes. Yes, it is dark.
You do not want to be in the dark place of Susan.
Ooh, if somebody likes me a lot, I start to feel blank.
What are we talking about? Like if a friend likes you or
whatever.
like...
Let's see. Let me read what the back says. Okay, no, first answer.
If someone likes me a lot,
Yeah.
I start to feel... What else could you feel besides happy?
Some people feel uncomfortable and pull away and don't like that.
Oh.
Or don't. You know, it's so funny that you said that. Listen to the back.
Okay.
One option is that you might start to feel a bit sick and try to run away from the enthusiastic party. Why do they have such bad taste? Almost like, yeah. This is a characteristic response if you have issues with liking yourself, which around half of us do, largely because important people in our past weren't that keen. Start to master your suspicion of yourself so as not to hold it rabidly against others when they are keen.
Yeah, I noticed this because like I just said, I'm very effusive when I do like someone. And I notice sometimes people push out away. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yep. When they had a critical...
They need to stop it.
I can sometimes feel like that.
Receive my love.
It's like, I think it's Mark's brother, somebody who said, why would I want to be a member at any club that would accept me?
Yeah. Have me as a member.
Have me as a member. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to go back to because I didn't read the back of this, which better describes you when my partner disappoints me, or because the back is when it's like, here's
insight.
The deeper, yes.
Yeah.
So it says, these are two of the most common and not entirely healthy responses to hurt in love. Psychologists describe the first one as a symptom of avoidant attachment and the second of anxious attachment. The healthier third option is to explain that we are hurt with calm resilience and the lack of vindictiveness. Only about 10% of us manage that. See, these ones make you feel better about yourself, where they're like, half of the population feels like you, or only 10% of us are doing it right.
Yeah.
It says it all has to do, of course, with how we were parented. Mm-hmm.
That is the real kicker.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the attachment stuff is really deep.
I'm so annoyed with that.
I know, but the good news is that you can fix attachment stuff in adulthood through practices like mindfulness and through nurturing healthy relationships.
I know, but the problem is that...
The damage has been done.
The damage has been done. And also, if those people are still alive, like if your folks are still alive, then you have to recalibrate or adjust.
Yes. Oh, and that's such a harsh reality.
And they don't usually want that.
They don't. Nope. And they're like, no, let's go back to the normal and healthy thing. And you're like, I can't. I know too much now. Yeah. That's why Landon always says it's lonely on the high road.
I know.
And God, it's okay. We're both there together.
Mm-hmm. But it's not without pain.
It is
like
so
making
painful.
Good choices. So
probably will give me heartburn at some point.
Yeah, and then I think about it with my kid too, because I'm the parent in that relationship, obviously. So then I'm like, this is gonna suck when he hates me or whatever.
He won't hate you. You just have he feels loved, and you see him, and you nurture him, and you're there for him, and you don't avoid his needs to tend to your own, or like your own avoidance of your own needs is not affecting him. Like everybody's good.
Did you feel loved?
No, I questioned whether I was loved, and I didn't know what love looked like what it should feel like.
Right,
because it did not come without pain or abandonment, or it was complicated. The bottom was always going to fall out. I was always like, am I? And then that's where my having to like prove myself or be a people pleaser comes from, because it was conditional.
Right.
It was always conditional. I never felt unconditionally loved.
Okay.
Except by my grandma.
Oh, yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah, she was the best.
Wonder, though, if she was like that with her kids, because, sometimes people get it right with their grandkids.
I don't think so. I think she was dealing with too much pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had left a really abusive relationship where, I think there were times where she should have gone to the hospital, or, like the police come to the door and she has to smile and say, "No, everything's fine, officer." When meanwhile, she's like scared for her life.
Do you remember in that movie Panic Room? Did you see that?
Dude, where she's like blink and,
Yes,
and she doesn't
Sarah!
blink, and I'm like, blink! Right.
Exactly.
Oh, I feel like that just happened again in a movie that I saw, and I'm like, why don't they do that?
I didn't see the Silent Place or the Quiet Place, but I bet you it's something like that because it's like a horror movie.
The Quiet. That was. Is it with No, I'm thinking of Bird Box. Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I didn't see it either.
Oh, I heard it was really good.
Yeah, but it's like
I have chills
freaky
now.
because it's quiet but scary. Usually you think of it like
yes.
loud and scary.
Yeah, that's so good.
But yeah, that thing where you just like blink.
Mm-hmm.
That was great directing though.
Yeah.
Because you just wanted it so bad.
And it's like she holds it there. They hold it there for so long.
You know, whenever we talk about like childhood stuff and all that, sometimes it feels indulgent where it's like people don't want to hear about. But I actually keep getting messages from people that are like, they want to know two things. They want to know about my upbringing with religion and like all that weirdness, and then your sexuality. People keep sending emails.
Oh, yeah.
They want, and I thought we've covered it.
Yeah, identify as a queer woman still.
She identifies as queer.
Which I think if I were like younger, I would call myself.
Oh God,
like,
I'd be so annoyed with you.
Yeah, it would be something like that, like
fluid,
like
gender
like,
non-binary.
It would. I think no, because I definitely am 100% sure I'm a woman, and I'm like cisgendered female.
You're
for
cisgendered.
Sure.
Okay, that's
I
good
know
to
that
know.
you can slap that label on me, but I do like to like play with gender roles differently, which is why I get BDE every now and then.
Yes,
So,
I like that about you.
Yeah.
I do like when women, especially when they kind of assert that energy into the world.
Yeah. Would it be polyamorous, I guess? Because I have no preference between men or women, or even people who are, transgendered or anything.
I think that's called pansexual.
Oh, pansexual. Yeah, I would be that. That's what the kids would call me then.
Yeah.
Right. Polyamorous is multiple. I'm definitely not that. Nope. Can't handle that. I'm too much of a jealous bitch. But, yeah.
Right. And by the way,
Pansexual,
when I said
sure.
that I would be annoyed, it's because at that time, if we were both young, I would have been like, what? That's so dumb. I feel differently now.
Of course she does.
I embrace all of that.
I probably wouldn't hang out with you because I'd be like, weirdy religious girl.
No, because I always was
goes to
funny.
harvest parties. Meanwhile, I'm like at the Halloween party.
No, I was fundamentally the same. You would have liked me.
I would have.
But people want to know, so maybe we'll explore those topics.
Yeah, that's a good one.
On another episode. But I think it's the reason there's interest, though, is because a lot of the things that we are grappling with or have grappled with are very common.
Yes. A lot of people, I like to think if it's kind of like track housing where there are only so many models of houses. Variations of different models of houses you can buy. But inside they can all be decorated different and all have different styles and all have different, interior or different levels of people who care for them or maintain them or whatever. But, you look at the recipe and it's like, oh, okay, this looks like this. The window's here. Okay, I know what that is. That's this. And then, this over here, that's like that kind of upbringing and childhood. And they felt this way. Okay, that's that. But the details are all going to be different.
Don't you love, by the way, when you go into someone's house and can see how they live?
Love it. In fact, one of my favorite things to do is go to open houses, even when I'm not not in market at all.
No.
Our next door neighbors, their house just sold. You could have lived next door to me, people.
Wow. Who's moving in?
Speaking of which, I've never even shared this. Did I ever tell you about the crazy coincidence of who lives in our old house?
No.
One of the people who is a brain candy brainiac, who I think it's a he, or she's a brain candy brainiac, or he is. I'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. But they came to our meet and greet, the one we did with, what was this? What's the
karaoke?
Not karaoke. The other one that the event with when we were on stage and talking and at the
pit.
The Laugh Factory, or
what is wrong with me that I have no idea what you're talking about?
With the other podcast. What the heck is his name?
Challenge Mania.
Challenge Mania. Oh my God, I'm like losing my mind over here. It was like the worst game of charades.
They were at that event.
We took a picture together. The person who's a brain candy brainiac, her boyfriend, or it's vice versa, I can't remember, his mom bought my old apartment.
What?
Bought our old that condo Landon and I sold to move into the house right now.
How did this come out that they realized?
Somewhere in an old post that I did, I saw a new comment and it was like, hey, my mom just moved into your old, like, or
this is crazy.
They had a picture of them in the apartment and they tagged it and they were like Sarah's old house. And I found out and I'm like, what? A relative of a brain candy brainiac lives in my
condo,
old bedroom.
I cannot believe
Me
this.
neither.
I can't.
Isn't
I
that
really
crazy?
can't.
And
Yes.
Landon was like, oh,
He's
yeah,
not
what?
in.
I was like, what? Do you even understand what a small world that is? Like that.
And that you figured it out.
Yes.
That this came out that they knew and
Like they were like, wait, that looks like somebody put the pieces together.
oh my god.
But it wasn't like they knew until after they moved in.
We should ask them about the people on the trampoline behind your.
Oh my god, we should. That's really
What was
funny.
that kid's name?
Yeah.
They were always like yelling his name to come in.
Oh my god, what was
Was
it?
it
You're right.
Ethan or it was one of those names.
Yeah.
Liam.
Yeah, Travis or Trevor, something like that. But the
They
other
always
crazy
yell.
part is that wasn't who we sold the condo to. So it has since been sold, and they were. So you definitely had nothing to do with us,
That
or they
is
didn't
really
know. So it was like
crazy.
we sold it to somebody else, then they sold it again very quickly, and that person is a relative of a brain candy
How
brainiac.
lovely.
So,
That's really cool.
Yeah, 2 degrees of separation.
Does that
everywhere.
feel weird though? I think I would feel weird.
At first it did, but then when I was like, no, what's weird? It's like,
Right.
what, it's got good energy. So there you go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
burnt a lot of sage in there.
Actually, I didn't, believe it or not.
By the way,
Should've.
I uncovered in Sarah's house her secret witch corner.
Yeah, my witchy room.
I found the area of the kitchen that has the books and the witch library.
Yes. Oh, my secret corner of witchy stuff. Yeah. That is. Because that's like where I pull it out every day and like,
make your potions.
yeah, freshen up on my, witchy recipes.
For her cauldron.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And I like this identity that you
Thanks.
established.
I do too. It makes sense for me.
Anyway, we got to go.
Okay.
It's nice talking to you.
Sure was.
Leave
Thanks for
a
listening.
5-star review. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.